Hello.
Right, I'm thinking.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can't do voices. I can't go high pitched anymore. My voice.
Yeah. I can do it a lot, even though I don't like attempt to a lot of the time.
Do it.
Yeah. So how's it going? It's Size Knives, and I'm here with Chooser.
Hello.
And we have a very, very different type of video. This idea, obviously, this is a gaming channel usually, but got something different. So it was your idea.
Yes, it was. I thought, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Because we're watching it on Sunday. So
yeah, we're huge wrestling fans. You can probably tell by the picture. We're talking about Wrestlemania 32. I can't wait, I'm so hyped. Yeah,
we're going to do predictions, but we're not going to do the pre-show because there's 3 matches and we actually can't care about any of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know who's in one of them.
Yeah, is that the
Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
No.
Participants to be arranged.
As far as I'm concerned, Big Show came in. Maybe okay. Damien Sandow.
I think Bo Dallas, isn't it? it's kind of worthless. Then you've got that fucking Divas match, which no one actually cares about.
Team told him. We're not on about the triple threat. I can't wait for that match. It's gonna be great. Yeah. It's the
and then we got Dudley Boyz versus Usos, which I still don't care about because I didn't actually know them 2 were feuding.
Yeah. True.
Right, so we'll get on.
Usos
so first of all,
anyway.
At least I think this is in order. First of all, we have League of Nations versus New Day, which is a 4 versus 3 handicap match.
Yes.
Honestly, at the streak that the New Day have had, I think the New Day are going to win.
I think they'll retain.
But I think... No, it's not championship.
Here it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't say it. No.
That's lying.
And then... But the League of Nations, it can't because only 2 people can be in a tag team match.
Yes, or the other.
So it's not tag team. It's not for the titles.
Really?
I don't think so.
I'm sure it is.
Because it said that they're the champions, so I don't think it is. But I think the League of Nations, because they have the numbers advantage, the numbers game.
Yeah, but at the same time, New Day have just been winning.
They have just been winning on a massive win streak. But I think that's why the creative team might wait the League of Nations wins, so that it's like, oh, they're the best. They can beat people that have beaten everyone else.
No, but Roman Reigns coming very well for him.
He did do that.
No, it's not he did. He did on every occasion.
Yeah, on every single occasion.
On every single occasion he got the opportunity to. Buried.
Yeah, so I think the New Day might win.
I think they will win.
Unless it's the creative team. Yeah. No one knows.
Yeah.
And then we've got the United States Championship match with Kalisto, who is like 2 foot tall, versus Ryback, who's like 7 foot tall. How is this in any way, shape, or form fair? Because Ryback, Kalisto is high flying,
and Ryback,
and the greatest enemy to a high flight is a powerhouse, which Ryback is.
Yeah.
So I think Ryback's just gonna toss him around.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some good things with Kalisto doing the flips and
like
stuff.
But
I've got a feeling he's gonna do one, and Ryback's gonna catch him, and everyone's gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, just pick him with the shell shock and shit.
I think that'd be actually pretty good.
And there's some other reasons why it's just painfully obvious Ryback will win.
Yeah.
Size. Yeah. Post about 6 pack.
Yeah, literally. And then we've got the Intercontinental Championship ladder match with Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn.
I just wish it were a 1v1.
The Miz.
Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
it should be a 1v1. Stardust,
Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder. First of all, Stardust isn't going to win.
No.
Because, I mean...
Miz isn't going to win.
Yeah, Stardust, Miz, and Zack Ryder aren't going to win.
Ryder just gets buried all the time, which is sad because he's actually really good. He's really good.
But they're not going to win because nobody cares about them.
I also
think Sin Cara's going to win. I don't think Sin Cara's going to win.
He's not going to win.
Based on the fact that if Kalisto's going to lose, it means them 2 can now enter the tag team division again.
Yeah, but they're better in singles. Well, Kalisto has a lot of potential as a single.
He does.
So I think they should split.
Yeah, so I think Sami Zayn's going to win. Based on the fact that if I was the creative team, I would, because then you can have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens again.
Yeah.
Which I don't watch NXT, but apparently it was the best.
It was.
Rivalry.
How did you not watch it?
I haven't got into NXT. All I know
Somebody
is
throw this match.
All I know is
I'll do it for you.
I don't even know what's Raw anymore. I don't have the
Not
time.
all of them are great. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'll let you off on that.
Those, I think what's going to happen is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to get into a massive fight.
Yeah.
Miz is just going to get beaten up because nobody likes him.
I think Miz is going to try and be opportunist.
No, I really, really hope someone kicks him in his face. Really, really.
That might be up to Dolph Ziggler. Right?
No, yeah, either Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Because he does the broken.
Miz could try and climb when no one's around. Then someone just comes and pulls his leg and he just drops in Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Kicks him and
And that's him out.
halfway.
Sin Cara is going to end up jumping onto someone, getting them most likely Stardust.
Or he might botch.
Yeah,
Land
knock
outside.
himself out. So what I think is going to happen is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to get into an early brawl and start beating each other up and
They
not
might
care
just
about anyone
they
else.
might just brawl out backstage
Yeah.
and then just come back in and emerge.
The Miz,
Sami Zayn.
everyone's going to be fighting. The
Yeah.
Miz is going to, out of an opportunity, try climb up, in which I think Zack Ryder's then going to climb up, them two are going to have a fight.
Yeah.
Stardust is then going to push them over.
Yeah.
He's then going to get thrown out by Dolph Ziggler, and Sin Cara is going to jump onto all three of them.
And he may
Ziggler-
take himself out then.
Yeah. Dolph Ziggler is then going to try climbing up, at which point Sami Zayn does something to Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Take Kevin Owens out. He then fights with Dolph Ziggler. That's really good. Dolph Ziggler then gets thrown out. As Sami Zayn's about to get a ladder out, Kevin Owens comes back,
Yeah.
pop-up power bombs him
Yeah.
into a ladder. Sami
Oh.
Zayn's out.
Yeah. He did that with Finn Balor.
Yeah.
didn't he?
Sami Zayn's out.
Brilliant match.
Out with things.
Yeah. Just pain.
Yeah. And then people are back in. Then no one's in. Then out of nowhere, Sami Zayn comes back, climbs up the ladder, and gets
And
it.
he might deliver a ruler kick to whoever's in the way.
Yeah, to someone.
Just to
Kevin Owens as payback, because Kevin
Probably.
Owens is climbing up the ladder. He gets
Just
the-
to like cement a rivalry
Yeah.
after WrestleMania, which could go until SummerSlam possibly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching that.
Yeah. No,
That'd be
I
brilliant.
wouldn't
watch that.
mind if it lasted to next WrestleMania. Them two are in it for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That should happen.
That should happen.
It should happen.
Oh my god, I should be the creative team.
Me and you should be the creators.
Yes.
We've already pointed out the issues already.
Yes.
As well. I mean,
Yeah,
come
there's
on.
like 4 people in that match,
I mean,
but no
you
one
can tell
actually
we're
cares.
knowledgeable wrestling fans because we know who's getting buried. We know why they're getting buried.
We know who no one
Size
actually.
wise.
We know who no one actually cares about.
Yeah.
AKA Miz, Stardust, Sin Cara. None of the wrestling fans now actually know who Zack Ryder is.
Yeah, because of the
'Cause it
amount
was
of
only
time he's
big-
had off of TV.
He was only big when I was a child,
Yeah.
and I'm now 16. So there's only me and older people, but the older generation hated him.
Yeah.
Like my dad hates him. So it's the older generation that hate him. The younger generation who have no idea who he is. And you just got the people that are our age that actually care about him, but we're a very small majority of the actual wrestling fans. So he's not going to win.
I'll be honest with you, my dad doesn't even know who he is.
Yeah. So let's say Sami Zayn's going to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
So far we've got the New Day to win the handicap match.
Ryback to win against Kalisto for the US Championship.
Yeah, and Sami Zayn to win for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
Now this is a non-title match. Right, so now we have AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Which is a match made in heaven, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And we get to see it for the 4th time.
Yes.
I mean,
like-
and on the grandest stage of them all.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
I mean,
yes, that is
It
true.
doesn't get much bigger than that.
No. I mean,
As far as the prediction of who I think will win or who will logically win, I can't call it. To be
no,
honest.
I can't.
I can't because like there's Styles has won more matches than Jericho out
Yeah.
of the matches that they have had. I think Jericho won one, Styles won the other two, but so it could even it out. So Jericho could win, or Styles could beat him again, and then they could feud up till whenever, say SummerSlam again.
Yeah.
As well.
I would kind of like to see them two go at it for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, it'd be a good feud. Because then if Jericho won, he'd be a 10-time Continental champion.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't
So
it?
that would be a good achievement for him
Yeah.
before he retires.
Yes.
Because I think he will retire soon, possibly.
Yeah, I think this is his last run.
Yeah. So like for that, well, for Jericho to be a 10-time Intercontinental champion, that'd be a good way for him to go out.
I think what's going to happen, this is my prediction now.
Go on.
AJ Styles is going to win. AJ Styles is then going to go against Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Because Sami Zayn wins.
Yeah.
I think
Styles
AJ Styles takes it.
That'll be another match.
Yeah, then he feuds with Chris Jericho for Chris Jericho to win it for the 10th time, which is amazing for Jericho.
Yeah.
So then you have Jericho 10-time Intercontinental Champion. Then AJ wins it back, taking Chris Jericho out of the game because he injures him.
Yeah.
So then bye Jericho. Sami Zayn comes back, them two then feud.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn wins the title again, and then you have the feud with Owens again.
Yeah.
So I think that is what. That's how I'd book it.
Because that's like getting more eyes on AJ Styles as well.
Yeah.
Because like he's one of the best in the company at the moment. He's one of the best wrestlers.
He's the best non-injured.
Yeah.
He's the best non-injured.
Yeah.
We can put it that way.
Yeah.
Next we have Charlotte as the champion versus Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks.
Divas. I hate the word diva.
I know.
I fucking hate it.
They couldn't have given
Let
them
alone the belt. Let alone the belt.
Devious champions.
They are not divas. They're women wrestlers. For fuck's sake, WWE.
I preferred it when it was the women's championship.
Through its goals. I mean, yeah, it even
I preferred it when
even though the belt looked like it was made out of cardboard with women painted in red, it still looked cooler than what they have today. It looked
cooler than that pink butterfly.
It looked more respectable and honourable to hold it, and now you just hold a fucking pink butterfly.
Yeah.
I think Paige even said he wants to hit the fucking belt.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I think I've seen that somewhere, maybe I'm wrong. I don't believe
it was probably with Stone Cold's podcast.
Probably. That's where they just let loose and say whatever the fuck.
Did you see Paige and Stone Cold on that way? Stone Cold actually showed her what the submission sorority is.
Yeah.
It's a porn site.
Yeah.
And that's why they have to change the name.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Good. Damn. As far as the match is considered, I want Becky to win.
I want Becky to win. Becky is the face in that, isn't she? I don't think.
Becky is like fucking crosshairs. As
Becky, she's got the goggles and everything.
Yeah, and she has a cape. So she's
Irish.
And she has a brilliant accent.
She's Irish now, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Irish. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm Irish as well. I'm Irish.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I hope you had one. Yeah. I was going to make a Mortal Kombat video on that on Talon, but I forgot just like I did for the Easter one. I'm so sorry.
You bastard.
I know. You just slapped me. Go ahead. There. No, I meant for real. For real.
Your hair's in the way.
I know.
Move your hair. There you go.
On my nose. Okay.
With your hair. So I want Becky to win, but I don't think she's gonna because it's the creative team.
Yeah.
And the Charlotte Becky feud is pretty good at the moment.
I'll tell you one thing: if Charlotte retains, I'm gonna punch myself in the head.
I will literally cry.
I will literally indent my forehead with my own knuckles. Just 5 fucking perfect circles going across my forehead. I
will literally cry if Charlotte wins again.
Yeah, but she doesn't need to retain. She's had a good run.
Crap. I hate her as well. I hate her guts. The fact that she's heel, the fact that her and Ric Flair are heel makes me want to be sick. Ric Flair should not be heel unless he's in the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah.
That's the only time. Or Evolution. That's the only time he should be heel.
Yeah.
But no. And the fact Charlotte doesn't look like she can't do heel. Even while she's trying to do heel, she's doing face.
She's getting the heat off of Ric Flair.
Yeah,
on many instances, like whenever Ric Flair causes a distraction or interference in the match, costs whoever she's versing.
It's the only reason why Charlotte's okay at heel. It's because Ric Flair knows how to do it.
Yeah, obviously with his experience.
Yeah, with a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I don't want Charlotte to win. If Charlotte wins, I will literally cry.
As long as it's whoever dethrones, I'm right with whoever.
Yes.
My preference is Becky, obviously.
Sasha's a really good healer. I think if they injure Charlotte and get Charlotte out of it.
But I'm thinking in the long term, right? If Becky won, Bayley could come up to the main roster the Monday night after. Then they could feud because on NXT we saw Sasha and Bayley, but we never saw Becky and Bayley. Really?
Is Bayley still champion?
Yeah, in NXT, so she could drop it to Asuka, which she probably will. NXT.
Okay, yeah.
So she could come up to the Monday Night Raw.
Division.
Yeah, and then
because that's
then we're gonna see another brilliant women's wrestling feud. Yeah, fucking creative team. Fucking sort out and redesign the belt.
Yes.
And if there's so many tag teams in the women's division,
Make a Divas tag team.
Women's.
Well, women's tag team. Women's tag team. Sorry.
Yeah.
Women's tag team.
Yeah, no, it's really hard.
I'm going to have some soda because copyright.
You know, because how they say divas so many times, even though they're women.
Makes you cringe.
Yeah, and no, it's not even that. The fact that you get used to saying it so much. It's like, say 2015, you write a date in school. Then when you're in 2016, you're still writing 2015
It's
on
like
all
that.
your
It's
shit.
literally that.
It's like, no, you fucking idiot. But I can't adjust to it. God damn. This is the way
So in college, I don't actually have to write the dates.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm good. Otherwise, I'd be fucked.
So we want Becky to win, but I wouldn't be so bothered if Sasha did.
No,
Because I think a Sasha-Becky feud would be okay.
it'd be brilliant.
I'd be fine with it. Well, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, me too. And
But
it really
I wouldn't want it to last that long. I wouldn't want that feud to last very long. But I think nowhere past Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I think the final one should be at Survivor Series then too.
If it happened,
yeah.
if it went down that way, of course.
Now next we have probably the match I'm most excited for.
Yeah, me too.
Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, which is no holds barred.
Street fight. I'm getting the chills. Just because you said that, I'm getting the chills down the spine.
Now people go, oh, Brock's gonna win because have you seen him? There's no way Dean's gonna win. He's got no chance. Oh, sorry, it's Dean.
This is Dean's match. If you don't know, just fucking watch CZW.
Don't.
It's not PG.
Do not watch
It's
CZW.
supposed to encourage people to watch it.
Dean Ambrose gets his nipple chopped off. No. You know how much I cringed at that.
Yeah, when I told him when we were walking up to my house after we met up at Sainsbury's, we were just walking up and then I just told him about CZW injuries that
Other supermarkets are available.
and I just established that Dean Ambrose, he kind of shouldn't be alive.
No, he shouldn't. Neither should
all
Foley.
out of all the punishment he's taken from CZW, but you know, the man can take a beating.
He can take pain.
He embraces the pain,
Yeah,
which is why he's gonna last against Brock in this match.
Yeah,
definitely.
well, I've already said what I think is going to happen in this match. I think Brock's going to come out first. He's going to he's going to see all the stuff and he's not going to pick any tools. Dean's going to come out with a crowbar in his hand. He's going to smack Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Brock's going to no-show it. He's going to no-sell. He's not going to sell it. Therefore, you get the oh my god look in Dean's face.
Yeah.
Now, when that happens, Dean's just going to like get suplexed to City, bitch.
He's gonna be taken suplex.
Yeah, he's going to
be
take.
suplexed a dozen times at least.
Yeah, at least. But off one of those, I think what should happen is Brock Lesnar should chuck him. Dean should land on the ropes and do it. Now my burps. He should land on the rope, rebound, and clothesline.
Yeah.
Because that will be cool. That would be a WrestleMania moment right there. If not to win the Slammy.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah. Off that, I think they should then go at it. Dean should like hammer into Brock with weapons.
Yeah, give Dean the upper advantage at one point to show like he stands a chance.
Yeah, attack him. Then Brock gets him out of nowhere with the F5. They're both on the floor.
Yeah.
Brock's the first one up. He goes for the pin. Lights go out. Wyatt family.
Yeah, it's not too predictable, but it could very well happen. It could very well happen.
None of the Wyatt family are in a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, well...
No, they're not. None of them are. Unless
They
they're
might
in
be.
the Andre the Giant.
Well, not... I doubt all of them would be. But
Maybe just Braun Strowman. But it's not as though he's going to take much punishment in that match.
yeah.
I mean, he no-sells really well. So they're going to come out. They're going to attack Brock. But then because Dean doesn't like them two are going to fight.
Yeah.
Then, and this can either go one of two ways. The first way is when they go, they shake hands, it's mutual respect, and that's the finish of the match. Not as many people will like it, but then you get Dean and Brock as a tag team beating up the Wyatts. That is something that I will enjoy to watch. I would watch that.
would.
I would watch that.
Possibly.
I would actually tune into Raw instead of just watching the highlights. I would actually tune into it and watch it just for that.
Yeah.
Or another way, which is the most likely to way, is at the end of it, they're both looking over the ropes as the Wyatts are retreating, or they just disappear. Dean has like a steel chair in his hand or something, and then he attacks Brock again.
Yeah.
Now I don't know who's going to win because I'd be happy if either one of the two win.
Yeah. As far as booking goes, I think Dean needs to win.
Yes,
even if Brock wins, it's not really gonna, I guess, taint him on much. It's hardly gonna affect him. But Dean needs the win because with Rollins gone and like everyone on the injured list, they need to bring Ambrose up. They need to, he needs to be on the upper card matches in almost every pay-per-view, and even on the Monday nights and the Friday nights, SmackDown live events, what have you. He should be on the top somewhere because he's one of the best the company have got at the moment, so they have to bring him up.
Because I'm not interested in the World Heavyweight Championship
anymore.
As we're going to get into it. I don't care about it. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I want to see the Dean on the side plates. I want to see the Dean on the side plates.
I want to see Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah,
the H3.
The H3, yeah.
Pendant.
Yeah, the pendant.
Imagine that.
Yeah. On the world, I don't care about the World Heavyweight Championship at the moment. Like, the two people that are in it, you've got Roman Reigns, babyface, who no one cares about, and Triple H, who should be dead. He's so old.
I don't really know who. Obviously, like,
we'll get into it.
That's the last match.
Yeah, we'll get into it because it's the main event.
Yeah.
Well, so I think Dean's gonna win, and he should have a chance at the championship because he deserves it.
No, and then Rollins returns and Dean feuds with Rollins.
Yes,
we want to see that again.
I want to see that again because they
just kill yourself if you do not want to see that match.
Yeah, especially Seth as heel, Dean as face.
No, I think when Seth returns, he should become a face. Authority abandon him, say maybe he's too fragile or too weak to stand up for him. Rollins goes face and adapts his wrestling style, so he changes his finishing from the pedigree, which he was not that good at doing, to the Phoenix Splash, which is beautiful to watch, right? And then he doesn't run away from the fights because he has more of a face fighting style or wrestling style, where he just jumps around, leaps, knees you in the head, and then does whatever, what have you. It's brilliant. So I think Rollins should.
Now you're probably not going to agree with this one.
Come on.
But I think when Seth comes back, I think if Dean's still face, which he should be, he shouldn't turn heel because too many people like him.
Yeah.
With him being face, I think there should be a tag team.
Dean and Rollins.
Yeah. Because I think it worked. It worked when they were the Shield. Obviously, them breaking up, but you could have them two together and wrecking shit. With, say, Roman Reigns has gone heel. He's even working with the Authority.
We'll get to that in a minute, obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He works with the Authority. Therefore, Dean and Seth come together to fight him. And then when it's all said and done, them two then feud. I would.
I actually kind of agree with that.
Yeah,
because they were a good tag team. When the signal and they just ran, the suicide dived out. Synchronized. It was brilliant. So as long as it was temporary.
I think Dean's gonna win. Yeah.
As long as they didn't go on for like a
year,
then
they couldn't go on for too long. It wouldn't work. It'd explode.
Yeah.
And you'd have a couple of times where they walk out on each other.
Yeah.
That'd have to happen.
Yeah.
Because of
like signal
because of the Shield. Yeah. But I think Dean should win.
Yeah.
Dean should win. So yeah, and maybe even injure Brock, like not actually, but take him out, and then Brock can have a surprise return.
I think with the physicality that seems to me, I think they are actually going to get injured.
Yeah, one of them.
I mean, come on, Ambrose was handed a fucking chainsaw. Okay, he's going to win by brutality. He's just going to dirty Dean Lesnar onto a chest. He's going to be awful.
He's going to take his head off.
I don't know. I think John Moxley might show up to WrestleMania, not Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose might wander off. John Moxley might just come out.
If you don't know who that is, John Moxley is the person that he was in CZW.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Dean, John Moxley to win.
Yeah.
Next, we have probably the biggest match. Not in terms of it's the championship, but in terms of what it actually is, what it means, and the stipulation. It's Undertaker, Shane McMahon, Hell in a Cell, and if McMahon wins, he takes control of a Monday Night Raw, which needs to happen.
Definitely. Whereas if Undertaker wins, it's his last. If Taker wins, he gets to continue on.
But Shane doesn't take control. But if Taker loses, he's not going to fight again. I think that's going to happen because Taker's like 60 years old. I swear that he's like 51, 52.
Yeah, no.
I I think it's 51-52.
I think I'm rooting for Shane on this one.
So, I think what's going to happen is Shane's going to win. Out of, say, Undertaker goes for something and like breaks his leg because he's so weak and old and fragile. And Shane wins, or he wins somehow, say someone gets involved. And someone from the past.
I think I'm expecting blood in this match.
I am expecting blood
because,
in this match.
I mean, on the brawl they had on Monday Night Raw, Undertaker got a slight cut on above his eye.
And when the Hell in a
Did you
Cell,
see that?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you have to watch it.
I need to watch it.
Gave me the chills, man. It was brilliant.
So yeah, we're saying Shane McMahon's going to win. So he takes control of Monday Night Raw.
And then he fixes everything.
He fixes everything.
What's wrong with it?
Brings back the better looking titles.
Yeah, brings back more titles like the Hardcore Championship.
Yes.
That needs to happen.
That needs to happen.
That needs to happen.
Because Dean was that.
And he's got Barbie as well.
Yeah, so we're saying Shane's going to win. Because then he gets control of Monday Night Raw, which is going to happen. He can then bring talent from TNA over, because he owns TNA.
Thing with Taker winning is like, with Taker winning certain WrestleManias, it was brilliant, but like after he got beaten by a loss,
there's no
streak to protect.
The fact that he
lost to Lesnar. So
he lost to Lesnar, even though I was kind of like, oh, Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker, this is going to be awesome. I didn't care because the streak was over.
I did care in the sense that I wanted Taker to win, but there's really no fight for this.
No, I didn't even know why you went for it again, because there's no point of them going for it again, because
some could argue to some extent that Taker should have actually retired maybe after he's been at WrestleMania, or some people even said that maybe Punk should have retired him after beating him. But to some extent, I could agree. But like, this match is going to be amazing.
This match is going to be Undertaker's last though.
I'm pretty certain it will.
It is. So many people are going to cry, but it is. It's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think I might too. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably.
But the thing is, when we just received news on WrestleMania 32 saying where it was going to be, I thought they were going to build up a Taker v Sting. I mean, come on, that's everyone's dream match.
Quite a lot of people are just like, no. Quite a lot of people, and this you're going to hate this, Taker v John Cena.
I know they were going to do that.
They were.
I think John would have won that.
They was going to do that, but then John got injured, so they couldn't.
Yeah, no, it was his shoulder.
That's one of his shoulders, which just
let me just analyse that for a second. Taker hits Powell tombstone for third time. Cena kicks out too. Cena hits AA.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. John Cena sucks.
That's what we get. I mean, that would, like, this match that has been planned up now. It's even though
so much better.
Even though there wasn't a solid foundation to it at the beginning, which a lot of people could fail to complain about.
Yeah, the way it was introduced was just awful. Just Vince McMahon on your facing Neil. But that was like the worst way to hype up the Undertaker match ever.
Yeah, but it just makes more sense. How are they going to hype up? Like, how are they going to make up these Taker and Cena thing? I don't know how they would.
Taker Cena thing. I think the way I would bring it up is John Cena's fighting out of nowhere. Taker comes and takes him out and says, "You're too long at the top of the mountain. I've been here in this business. I've seen people like you rise and fall. And it's now your time to fall." I was like, yes, John Cena's going to finally be at the bottom of the pile. And then John wins. Which would be crap as well.
Yeah, he'll never be bottom of the pile.
He will. He's too much of the post boy. He literally is the face of the company.
Oh, obviously.
Because so many kids love him.
No one will even be able to overtake. The only person who's going to overtake Cena at this point is Roman Reigns. And not everyone's happy about that, and neither am I. Roman
Reigns is the new John Cena.
Well, obviously.
But we'll get onto that in a minute, because what we think needs to happen.
Like, we both agree on this.
And I think most people will.
Yeah.
Now, we'll get into it now. Triple H versus Roman Reigns. I'm not excited for this match. I'll just put that out there. I do not care about this match.
Yeah, out of every match on the card, when you say
I even care more about bloody League of Nations and New Day, which I hate both of them, and I can't be bothered about any of them.
How can you hate the New Day?
I don't like
promos are brilliant.
The promos are brilliant.
They're funny.
Brilliant. The fact that they can both pick Big E up. And the trombone's what puts me off, to be honest. I hate the trombone.
Oh, Francesca too. do.
Yeah, that pisses me off. I just hate the trombone. I haven't got into the New Day.
Yeah.
I didn't get into them when they were face, when they first came. I didn't get into them when they were heel. And I'm still not into them now, even though they're back to face.
Yeah.
I can't get into them. I just don't like them enough.
Yeah.
But with Roman Reigns and Triple H, I think what's going to happen is Roman's going to win.
We all know Roman's going to win.
Roman's going to win, but
He's
what I
set
think
up to
needs
win.
to happen is Roman's going to win. He's going to take Triple H out after the match. Dean's going to come out.
Savage
The Usos
attack.
are going to come out to try and stop him, and it's not going to work. Dean's going to spear. No, sorry. Reigns is going to spear Dean. He's going to Superman punch the Usos, turning him heel. This needs to happen. Roman needs to turn heel.
If you think about it, so far he's been given a lot of, he's been using a lot of heel antics. The way he gloves a promo and just throws the microphone, like even when Vince does it when he's. So I think he's definitely shining through his heel. So I think
Roman
he should be
needs to
given a run as heel. And besides, even though he's supposed to be the face or like the I guess the good
The
guy
John
of
Cena.
this
The new
feud,
John Cena.
there's more people booing him
Yeah.
than there are cheering. Fucking WWE, listen to the crowd reaction. We listen to the fans. Oh,
No, you don't.
no, you don't. No.
Yeah,
Why-
Roman needs to turn heel at the end of this.
If you truly listen to the fans of WWE, do what we are saying. First of all, for Dean and Brock's sake, let them do what they want.
Yes.
Just let them
Do not
beat
make
each
it
other.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Tell them it's not going to be PG-13.
Same with Taker and Shane.
Yes.
Tell the women of NXT, just let them go out there and do what they do best. Fucking wrestle very well, because they all do. Stuff like that.
Alright, so we're saying Roman's going to win.
Yeah, definitely.
Roman needs to win. He needs to go savage at the end, taking Triple H out. So Triple H is completely out of the equation. He can't even have his
Like
rematch.
he did at TLC, but in a
he
worse
can't
way.
even have
Worse
his
way.
rematch.
No
He's
rematch
that
left,
beaten up.
yeah.
Roman turns heel by beating up Dean and the Usos.
Which would get some extreme heat on him.
That would. Especially beating up
There
his
are
family.
many ways he could really turn heel, like on the Monday Night Raw after he could do something
Now.
for heel. But what
The Monday Night Raw after. Because Shane won. Shane opens up. Like, I'm in charge of Raw now. This is what's going to happen. This, and this. Roman's going to come out like, you think you're the only one that's blah, 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 blah. Spears Shane McMahon. Then, Dean is like, you need to stop. Calm down. Roman goes at him. Them two fight at it. Making a feud of Dean and Roman's for the championship. That is what's going to bring the
Dean could
championship
even
back.
Yeah, Dean could come out on Monday Night Raw, or the Raw after WrestleMania, and just win the title from Reigns in a match.
Yes.
It could be like there's a lot of potential. Or they could just feud up to a certain
Just Survivor Series.
Yeah,
And have the fight at Survivor Series.
Dean needs to win the title before Rollins returns. That's a fact. That has to happen. Whether it's Dean v Rollins
Even
or
that,
whatever.
The night that Dean wins, Rollins returns.
Yeah, and then they'll stare down at the end of the paper.
And
That's
then
the end.
they-
And then they feud.
With Dean holding it up, Rollins like that, and then they fight, go at it. And then you can have the triple threat of the Shield Brethren fighting.
Because you can't, even though like it'd be weird for Rollins to go back heel, and that's a really want to turn and keep that theme. But
I
you
think
can,
Seth worked as heel. Seth did work as heel.
yeah, but he'd work better as a face, in my opinion. But either way, like, you can still have face v face matches. To be fair,
Yeah, you
like
can.
even back in the day when Triple H versus John Cena, everyone was trying to whenever that.
Even, and then
Showdown
you had the
for-
Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys, and they were both heels at that time.
Exactly. So
Then
it can be done.
You had,
either way.
I was about to say Edge v Hardy, but Edge has always been heel and he never will be face because he doesn't work as face. He's heel all the way.
Yeah.
So we're saying Roman turns heel,
Beats Triple H.
stays heel, he beats Triple H, and he feuds with Dean.
Yeah.
Dean's the face, Roman's the heel. Even so much as so, say Brock Lesnar gets involved and they have a triple threat
Yeah.
once again, because that triple threat was awesome.
Yeah.
And they have a triple threat with Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar, where Dean is the face, Brock and Reigns are the heel.
Yep.
I'm not going to stress on this enough. Reigns needs to be heel.
Yeah, he does.
That's the only two things that
Just
I care
read the
about.
comment
in this match.
section, WWE.
3 things, sorry, that need to happen. Dean and Brock need to be able to go at it. Screw PG-13. You need to be able to go at it however you want.
Yeah.
Shane needs to win,
And Reigns needs to
and,
go heel.
and Reigns needs to turn heel.
And Charlotte needs to be dethroned.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
yeah, yeah,
That's 4. That's
Four.
very important.
Charlotte needs to be
Have you
dethroned.
seen the WWE on their YouTube channels? You just go and click on a video which has Roman Reigns. They have so many dislikes, almost 1,000. Superstars don't get that much, maybe, unless it's a big show, because everyone thinks it's boring. Yeah, and then the only thing everyone types in the comment section is Reigns, please turn heel.
Romans. Yeah, screw Roman.
Yeah, or something like, oh, Borman Reigns.
I think, yeah,
stuff like that.
People will hate Reigns enough to make him a good heel.
Exactly.
People
He might-
hate him enough that when he's face, he's heel because people hate him so much.
Yeah. So as a heel, I think he might be able to pull it off.
No, I think he's pulling it off heel.
I
As
think
a
he is
face.
pulling it off anyway.
He's pulling it off when he's meant to be face.
Yeah, he just needs to officially just
Be
become a heel.
And feud with Dean.
Yeah, and then just pull it off as a heel. Just do what he's doing.
And Dean needs to win. Dean needs to be champion.
Yeah.
Because that would be the only thing that actually will make me care about the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And another thing that needs to happen, because Shane
He's in control.
wins,
Yeah.
he needs to split the brands.
Yeah.
Guys,
We need
to
SmackDown
have
versus Raw
Raw
again.
versus SmackDown. We can't have
Good old
Raw and
days.
SmackDown as the same thing. We've got to have split
Yeah,
brands.
no, good old days.
Different rosters. The roster's big enough at the moment to do that, especially when you get all the injured superstars back. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
And the thing that I love the most about the split brands is the draft.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the draft.
Me too.
It was like, because you have like tag teams being split up, but then they'd come out, the other person would come out of nowhere and help.
Yeah.
And it just brought so many opportunities.
To everyone.
And
pretty much.
it was the reason Survivor Series actually was good.
Yeah.
I hate the new Survivor Series.
I know.
Team
The
Cena
5-on-5.
versus Team Triple
The
H.
5-on-5s make
It's
no
supposed to be
sense.
Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
Yeah, they make
That was the whole
They
thing.
make no sense. They're utterly pointless.
That was the whole thing of it. It was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. You need to have those feuds. You need to have the thing of getting into Team Raw, getting into Team SmackDown.
Yeah.
The two different GMs.
And because Shane would be leading, and if this is actually real and not just a part of a plot or storyline, and Shane's actually the head of Raw, he won't be looking for people with 6-packs or anything like that, so he can just go out and
You will
sign
be looking
people.
for proper talent.
He'd be looking for talent, so he can just go out and sign amazing wrestlers.
Now, what else I want to happen
Oh yeah, and if you
when
can,
Shane comes back?
Wait.
I want.
if you can, please bring back ECW. Please, I want to watch it again.
No, you can't. It
Yeah,
won't. It won't. It won't get any or anything. It's not. I would love it to happen, but it won't.
We can dream.
I can dream how.
We can also dream.
But what I think needs to happen is obviously Shane be the GM of Raw. But I also think he should bring back Teddy Long from GM. of
Just give
SmackDown.
Shane the company.
Yeah,
Just give Shane the company.
I mean,
he
he will.
He knows what to do.
you
He
get
will.
control of Raw. Now I also think he should fire Stephanie and Triple H from SmackDown and be like, oh, I need a new GM, and either bring Teddy Long or People Power.
Yeah, and Triple H can run NXT because he's really good at that, obviously,
Yeah.
as we've seen.
And I think you have People Power. I can't remember his name. John Laurinaitis, that's it. You have John Laurinaitis at SmackDown, and then
No. Not John Laurinaitis, are you kidding me?
No, listen. Then you have Survivor Series, Raw versus SmackDown. Raw's face. John Laurinaitis' team is heel
Yeah, obviously.
because it's John Laurinaitis.
Yeah,
and no one likes him, and everyone wants him to lose. And I think he did work. John Laurinaitis did work, and he was a good GM. It's just his voice pissed me off.
Yeah, Punk's impressions though.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. All those 2011 promos. God damn!
God damn, I miss CM Punk.
Me too.